I'm Nick Bader, and this is the first episode of our Jackson and Nick
First
pot.
episode.
Okay,
First, probably the last one.
maybe last. I don't know.
Hopefully the first of many.
I hope you guys really like this.
It's not the last.
Okay, I drank my water. I'm ready to go. This episode is going to go out to people whose shower pressure is fucked up. I kind of feel bad because they have to live with that every day of their lives. Sometimes I like to go to my friend's house and just see if their shower pressure is nice or not. Or I'll like sneak to the bathroom and I'll like turn on their shower a little bit. And if it looks like shit, dude, I give my sincere condolences to them. Because honestly, that's worse than having a family member die.
What's like the optimal shower pressure?
I think a nice burst in the beginning is like great. Like
the fucking like the little spin dial on the shower.
Yeah, if you don't
and
have,
you can like make it like a jet spray. Is
Yeah.
that what you're into?
No, because that
Fucking psychopath.
that hurts. I've never actually felt more pain in my life. Honestly, here's my optimal shower. It has to have nice pressure. If you got that weird little spindle thing, sometimes I fuck with it. It just depends. But most of the time, I kind of like the standard like shower mode. Like when you're fucking with the hose and there's like the and you can change it. The shower one's the perfect one for me.
Like,
what are your thoughts on that?
What is the jet spray even for? That's like what cops use, right?
No.
For like riots?
That's what that's what Marines use. Fucking idiot.
To shower with?
Yes.
To make them like crazy. That's probably why they have PTSD from the fucking shower.
Dude, that shit hurts. I like cry every time I step into the shower with that.
Whoever washes their body with that fucking shower head is a psychopath.
Who invented that? Who sat down and was like, all right, we got the shower, we got the weird little dribble thing.
That doesn't shit.
Do shit. We got the weird little dribble thing. We got the nice shower. We got the ones where it's like only like half the shower, so it's just kind of like it's not showering that much. And then one dude's like, "Fuck, we need a jet, dude. We just need
a jet spray."
Dude,
that's a great idea.
Shit fucking hurts. I like cry.
That reminds me of like when you have the hose and you can't help yourself but putting your thumb over it to make it like either like a fan. Or you jet spray it.
Dude, I do that shit all the time.
We used to like get in like balloon fights. I'd be like, alright, I'm gonna be that dude with the hose. And I'll like whip out the hose. I'll like put my thumb over it so it shoots out really fast. I go and I just spray down people.
Don't cross the streams. That's a Ghostbuster reference.
Thank you for that.
So you ever been sick before?
No. My immune system is at 100%. I've never been sick before. But for the sake of this bit, yes, I've been sick before.
Okay. Every time that I'm sick, I always do the same thing. I get very motion sick. So whenever I get out of a long car ride or like a plane, like I'm usually throwing up. I'm talking like throwing up. But I'll do the same thing every time. I'll go to the toilet, I'll throw up, and then I'll lay in bed and I'll be like, dude, I'm tired of being fucking sick. So I put an ice pack on my head and I always turn on the best fucking sick movie. That's Forrest Gump. Honestly, hearing Forrest's amazing voice just soothes me. And actually, by the end of the movie, I'm not even sick anymore. It's
like a 12-day movie. The movie's really long.
No, it's because the movie's fucking magical. It's a magical movie, and you're not gonna shit talk Tom Hanks as Forrest Gump.
You know what is a magical movie?
What?
Avatar.
That's a shitty ass movie.
That's why it's the number one on whatever, like the box office most grossing movie ever.
No, that movie was fucking okay. You know what's a fire ass movie?
What?
The Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies. Okay, if you don't fuck with that, I don't fuck with you. Like, that's the pure genius of Sam Raimi making those. Y'all don't get it. Okay, Sam Raimi is one of the best human beings ever alive.
Did he make Spider-Verse?
No, he didn't make fucking Spider-Verse.
I know, I said that to make you mad.
No, he didn't fucking make Spider-Verse. He made Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Not Amazing Spider-Man. Not Spider-Man Far From Home. Although Tom Holland is really hot.
I knew you were into guys.
No, I'm not. Shut up. Anyways, back to
Tom
what I was
Holland
saying.
is hot.
Okay, he's British. He gets a pass. Anyways, the Sam Raimi films, I think they're one of the best films I've ever watched in my life because, just like, there's three main characters there. You got Norman Oswald's son. I forgot his name. I don't even know if they're. Is it Oswald their last name? Norman Oswald. Anyways, his son, he's always looking for his dad's attention. He wants to be the fucking best. He got Peter Parker, lame ass, fucking spider powers.
That's cool. If you got bit by a spider and you could shoot fucking webs out your fucking wrist, you would do it.
Okay,
He can swing from buildings.
Okay, see, but are you trying to tell me that he can shoot webs out of his wrists? Because that's not true. He built something to do that. It's just not in the Sam Raimi
I thought
universe.
that was in the other universe.
That's the canon. That's canonical. But
okay, well,
Sam Raimi wanted to fucking change it.
You wanna make a scene?
No, I don't. Okay. Anyways, you got me off topic now.
All right.
Dude, Mary Jane was hot in that movie. Sorry.
Yeah, not gonna lie, Mary Jane's pretty hot.
Anyways, it was just Mary Jane wants to be an actor. Her parents fucking they hate her. Okay, Peter he had parents. He was like when Uncle Ben died, he was like, dude, Uncle Ben's dead, and Uncle Ben said, what do you say? Power is responsibility, right?
I don't remember. I watched that when I was like 11.
Segue. Speaking of being 11, what grade are you in when you're 11? Sixth grade.
Sixth grade?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
I'm from New Jersey, and our sixth grade education system isn't the best.
The whole state isn't the best.
Alright, just because we have fucking smog on the streets.
And just fucking trash. You're like in the medieval ages where you just dump your shit out into the road.
Just because I have to wear a fucking respirator on the way to school doesn't mean shit.
You have to take the subway.
No, I don't.
Dirty ass subway.
I just skateboarded and I almost get hit by fucking cars.
Yeah.
Anyways, sixth grade was a great grade. Okay, it marked a big turning point in my life. That's when we had sexual education. Okay, I'm pretty sure y'all know what sex ed is.
Hold up, before you start.
Yeah.
We never got sex ed. Is that like a northern state thing?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I know, Travis from Florida. Fuck. Sorry, my water bottle knocked over on my Beat earbuds. But Travis, he had sex ed, I think. He's from Florida.
So is it like a Tennessee only thing? No sex?
I think your cousin's supposed to teach you that. Anyways, New Jersey's a great place. It gets really shit on, but it's super nice. Anyways, sexual education. You're in sixth grade, they're like, oh, like, sex. They didn't pass out condoms. Like, we just kind of sat there and we talked about sex. So, I remember, this is really hard for me to remember, but there was this one Turkish kid in that class. His name's Hussein. We actually played PlayStation with him. He's the one who says you move different.
Yeah, I remember Hussein.
Yeah, okay, so there's like different New Jersey slang, and one of them's like, oh, you move different, or some dumb shit. But, sex ed was funny because you're just learning about sex. You're a kid. So, like, I remember the teacher, I forgot her name. It was a female, and it was really awkward because there was like 6 girls in that class. And one of those girls, her name is Becca. Funny story about Becca, she's the one drawing our thumbnail. So thank you, Becca.
Thank you, Becca.
Thank you so much.
You're a saint.
We'd plug her Instagram, but she doesn't have one. Anyways, I digress. Back to the original topic. So, sixth grade, sex ed, whatever. So the teacher puts in a VHS, the little grainy VHS screen comes on, goes, VHS noise. And then it starts playing. It's like this girl, and she's at a sleepover, and she was like this mixed girl, and she's having like her period for the first time, and she runs to like the girl who's hosting the sleepover, like her mom, and she's like, yeah, I'm just like bleeding out of my vagina, and the mom's like, oh, like that's normal, I'm gonna give you a couple pads you can have, put them in your pants or whatever.
How do you know about this?
Because I watched.
Were you there?
Yeah, I was watching the video. It's like a video.
There's a video?
It's like a VHS tape, yeah.
Of the girl having her first period?
Well, I mean, it doesn't show her vagina. It doesn't show, like, blood come out of her vagina, but it's, like, there's a red spot in my pants. Like, what does that mean?
So like no, like who was like someone just came out with the camera?
No, it's
like it was punks.
It's staged.
Oh, it was on
It's like
a live
staged.
audience set,
No, it was fucking staged.
like with a laugh track.
There wasn't a laugh track. It wasn't funny.
So you mean
It was sad.
So you mean to tell me someone came out like with the camera, like on Punk'd, and was like,
No,
"You got
it's
your
like
first period."
It's like a movie, kind of like the Sam Raimi film. Call back.
So no, this was like a movie. This didn't actually happen.
No, it's a movie.
Oh, I thought you were saying this like actually happened.
No, it's like a movie. I think. I don't recall.
That's a weird ass movie.
It was a good ass movie. Okay.
Not as good as Avatar. Call back. Continue your story.
Okay. Anyways, so we're chilling and we're watching the movie, and I'm sitting next to this kid named Hussein. He's 6th grade. He's from Turkey. In New Jersey, we have a huge Turkish population. They're all Muslims, and they're nice. They're nice people. But so we're watching. The girl has her period, and the mom's like, like here are some pads or whatever girls do when they get periods. I don't know. I've never had a period. So the teacher shuts off the VHS and is like, hey, like, do you all have any questions? Like, I know, it's a little different, and you have any questions? And then I raise my hand, and she's like, yes, Nick. And I'm like, and then Hussein's like, when will I have... He says, when will I have my period? At this point, I kind of grasped that periods were only a girl thing, because it was showing, like, only girls on the screen, She didn't have her period and run to her dad, like, the girl's dad, and be like, Mr. Johnson, I had my period, like, what do I do? And I don't know, he'd have the same reaction I do. I don't fucking know, fucking do something with it.
Fucking take a paper towel.
Wipe it or something, I don't know.
Fucking weirdo.
But, yeah, Hussein's like, when will I get my period? And I slowly look at him. I turn my head, my 6th grade head, which was fucking huge compared to my body.
Me too, Nick. My head's still too big for my body.
So I kind of, like, turn slowly, and I'm like, bro moment, sound effect too. Like, and he was serious. He wasn't playing. Like, Hussein wasn't really the class clown. Those shoes were already filled.
With your shoes, your feet.
By my feet and shoes.
And socks.
But it was just a good ass time, And, I learned a lot that year. I learned how to fucking make a PowerPoint, which I come to Tennessee and half y'all motherfuckers don't even know how to do that.
Yeah, I didn't learn that till like 2 years ago. No,
you just copy and paste like pictures onto like a PowerPoint and you steal credit.
Basically.
That's what I do. I mean, shit.
What was your 6th grade life like? Because, like, for me, I was really fucking weird, and I played a lot of Minecraft and Black Ops 2.
Oh, dude, fucking Minecraft, dude? No. I was into Angry Birds. Like, a hard fucking core. I had every single Angry Bird plush toy. My uncle got me, like, like one of those gaming chairs every uncle gives you? And it's, like, shitty, and you plug your... Like, you have your Wii, and you plug the sound stuff into the chair, and it plays, like...
Oh,
like,
yeah,
but they're always shitty.
Yeah, like, the sound quality is basically like the microphone sound quality.
No, it's fucking worse.
It's worse?
Yeah, these are $10, $20 microphones. That thing was, like, $500, but it sounded like it sounded like shit.
Oh.
I'd rather actually just listen to it through the TV, because the aux cord, or the like auxiliary inputs like broke or something. But I didn't use it in my room, so I put it in the corner, and I stacked that motherfucker with all the Angry Birds plush toys. Okay, I'll name them all off for you. I had the Blackbird. Okay,
what's his name?
Bomb.
Fake fan.
What's his name?
I don't know, but
Fuck
his
off.
name's not fucking Bomb.
Okay, back then they didn't have names. It was just like, that's the Bomb Bird.
I know black. The yellow one's like Gerald or something
it's
weird.
Like Jeff.
I think it is Jeff.
Anyways, I got my first Angry Birds toy from my friend Robbie. He had long hair. Shout out to Robbie. I miss him.
Miss you, Robbie.
Miss you, Robbie. But, he gave it to me for my birthday. He was like, look, Nick, like, this game's fun. You click his forehead, it makes the bird noise. Whatever birds.
Hold up. Was he, like, about to have the talk with you, like an intervention?
We were 11. He gave me this. This is before my Angry Birds addiction. He gave me he kicked it off.
Oh, okay.
So he gave me the Angry Bird, and I was like, wow, this is a great ass toy. Like, I love it. So I slept with it every night. A little piece of Robbie with me. I slept with him every. Never mind. But you know, I put it on my little dresser, and I was like, man, maybe I should start playing this Angry Birds game. You know, on the low, like, you know, behind the scenes. Apparently, my dad fucking played the game. He beat every level without the Great Eagle
he's a
guy.
fucking veteran.
Yeah, he's a fucking veteran. He thinks he's cool because he beat every single level of the original Angry Birds.
3-star.
I'm serious. And this was back when the game costed $1 on the App Store. We're not fucking with that free shit.
No. $1.
$1. But I was like, man, I need more of these fucking birds. And so I got my dad, and I was like, we went on Amazon back when Amazon didn't have Prime, and it was fucking bullshit. And I bought an Angry Bird toy, and I just kept getting more and more. It turned from, like, you know, I had like a regular bed. I had a fucking race car bed with Angry Bird stickers on it and Yu-Gi-Oh stickers. Okay, I had an Angry Bird quilt. My fucking, you know, my pillows. It was the red bird's face, dude. I'm not gonna lie, I was slaying some major snatch back then with this
snatch.
With this Angry Bird setup, dude. Like, and then you know, each month I'd look at that chair, and more birds started fucking growing there. I had like the weird birds, like the green bird, like
the boomerang.
Yeah, the one that no one used. He was fucking, but I loved him. He was my favorite. I named him Gerald.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I just said that the yellow bird's name was Gerald. That's
no,
why
you said
thought
Jeff.
It.
No,
I said Gerald.
His name was Gerald. I swear to God. Or it was Chris Fulcher. I don't remember because that was a big part of my life too. But
oh, sorry. Okay.
I don't know. I was 11.
Okay, continue with your story because I got something.
Okay, so you know, I was like, yeah, like, you know, I got some snatch. You know, I was fucking chilling. Like, everyone fucked with me at the recess. Like, yo, Nick, you got that new Bluebird? Yeah, I got that new Bluebird. What about it? You know, I give it to him. I let him borrow it. Come back smelling like cat piss. Great times though. Great times.
You know a fucking game I was into
What
when
game?
I was in 6th grade? I think it's called Zombie Garden. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Or like Zombieville, some shit where you like grow zombies and then you combine them and make like a super zombie. I remember coming home every day from school.
With your iPod Touch?
No, I didn't have anything back then. I wasn't one of those kids. I respected my parents. I didn't beg them for an iPhone. Anyways, I would come home around 6:30. My mom would get home. And I'd be like, Mom, phone now, Zombie Garden.
For real?
Yeah, and I'd be like begging her to play zombie. Like we could be in the car. She'd be like, she doesn't know where she is because we're like going out of town or something. So she's using her maps. I'm like, Mom, phone, Zombie Garden now. And like I was so into Zombie Garden, but not as much as I was into Black Ops 2. When Black Ops 2 came out, I tried to pre-order it and get like I think it was like a Juggernog machine. You know, like the perk
It was like
machine.
a little toy?
No, it was a mini fridge.
No.
I tried to pre-order a mini fridge, and my parents were like,
how much was that?
like $400
Google it.
for the game. I think it was a season pass and the Juggernog mini fridge, and I really wanted it.
Oh, dude, that's a real thing. I thought you were just playing.
No, I'm
Dude.
serious.
Dude, on eBay it's $750.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Well, I should have got it back then. When it was
Plus
like
$35
$400.
shipping.
And it's like shitty too. It doesn't even really keep your things cold.
It says ice cold on it with zombie print. I think that doesn't lie. Do you see this? You see that?
They can't
Poorly
see it, but I
lit.
can see it.
Here, I'll show it to you guys. Check the microphone.
Yeah, just look at your
We'll
screen.
pop it up on screen.
No, we're not, because we can't do that. I don't know how to do that.
I have tummy ache. Anyways, dude, this guy has 0 positive feedback. I'm not buying from him.
Anyways.
He thought he could make a fucking fast dollar on me.
Anyways, change subject. Me and Nick, we go on a lot of riotous adventures together.
Don't quote Great Gatsby like you like that book.
I don't like that book.
It was a good book.
Anyways, it is alright book, not gonna lie. I don't read, but it was pretty good for a book. And we go on a lot of riotous adventures, and we'll probably talk about a bunch of these pretty soon. And but I really want to talk about Arkansas.
All right.
And so, Arkansas was a great trip. We had a lot of fun. And basically, we started with the trip to Arkansas, which we live in Tennessee, so it's like an hour drive. It wasn't very far. Why are you
I
laughing?
know where you're going with this.
And so me and Nick are in the back. I'm grounded, by the way. I gotta mention that.
And Kathy, his stepmom's like, "Hey Nick," she pulled me aside and she was like, "Hey Nick, can you like not use your phone that much because like, Jackson doesn't have his phone. We're not gonna give him his phone back." On the low, I gave Jackson a plug phone. It was a Samsung S6, but I was like, "Okay, Kathy, like, yeah, I won't use my phone." I'm not gonna lie to you. I used my fucking phone.
And we can talk about why I was grounded another time, but basically some stuff happened. Oh my god. He just spit water everywhere. Go fucking clean that up.
I'll be back.
He's going to get a paper towel because he just spit water
Continue with your story.
everywhere. And so me and him are on the way to Arkansas, and we were like sitting there, and has his back against the door, I have my back against the door, and we both have our legs out, and we're kind of like scissoring in a scissoring position.
Don't say that. It was more like our penises were facing each other. Definitely.
We were basically it was like scissoring, but
We weren't touching.
we weren't touching penises, but we were real close to. And Nick looks at me, and I can see the glare in his eye as the sun is going down, and a little twinkle.
We're about 45 minutes in this ride. We maybe have like another hour.
Yeah, I lied. It wasn't like an hour drive. It was like 2 or 3. But I see this little twinkle in his eye. I'm like, "What, Nick?" And he just stares me down for a good 30 seconds, and I'm like, "What is your problem?" And he just decks me right in the nuts. And I almost threw up all over him. He was like, "Roll down the window." I was like, "No, I'm about to throw up on you because you just decked me in the dick." And it hurt so bad. I was about to cry. Kathy, driving, is laughing her ass off because she thinks it's funny when a man...
It was funny.
And my dad was laughing too.
He was like,
it's funny, apparently, to hit someone in the nuts. But I got him back. Don't worry, I got him back. And
it didn't feel good.
Yeah, because I'm...
Dude,
mind.
Odds are you read a Bible verse next podcast.
5.
No, not a verse, like a whole chapter, like Matthew.
That'll be the whole episode. I'm not... Okay, a verse.
How about a short one? How about 3 Psalms?
Okay.
Okay. You call it.
1, 2...
No, would you say out of 5?
Yeah, 5.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1. Okay. I'll give you the pass on that one.
So, anyways, back to the story. We get to Arkansas, and, we're doing all this stuff. There's a little gambling, like, food place in the hotel we were staying at. And, what are you doing?
Continue.
And so we go and we eat there, and the food's garbage. Not gonna lie, it takes them like 3 hours.
3 hours to make fucking boneless wings.
Boneless wings. I got like a burger.
It looked disgusting.
Took them 3 hours to make it. Oh yeah. Okay, we're gonna talk about something. I'm gonna let Nick talk about it. And so, Nick, go ahead.
So it's kind of like, imagine an Applebee's. You know how Applebee's always goes out of business and has no money?
Because their food fucking sucks.
Imagine like a poorer Applebee's.
It was like O'Charlie's, if y'all remember that.
I've never been to O'Charlie's.
It's garbage.
Anyways, so it's like, what was it called? I think it was just called like the Sports and Grill. And like Kathy on the way there, she's hyping it up. She's like, there's gonna be like games and there's gonna be like pinball machines, and we went there. There's like a pinball machine, not like a licensed one, not like fucking like Simpsons or like South Park. It was like a Ultra Adventure, and I was like Ultra Space Adventure or something, and I wasn't
time to Ultra get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, so we're looking for entertainment, and it's me, Jackson, Kathy, and that's his stepmother and his dad, Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy's a great man. I learned a lot from Jimmy, but so we're sitting there at the table, and Jimmy kind of like is looking at something, and I like look at his eyes, and I turn around. It's a pool table, and I've never played pool in my life. Okay, a lot of people tell me like, oh, like pool is fun.
It is fun.
It's okay.
I like pool.
But
Until you play it with my dad.
okay. So we're sitting there, and me and Jackson are trying our best. You know, I think I cannot play pool for shit. I play worse than a blind dude. But I'm trying my best, and Jackson's like getting pissed off at me because I'm pretty much losing the game for us.
It was me and Nick versus my dad, by the way.
Yeah, and we sucked. But, you know, we're trying our best, and we want to come out with a win. And his dad's doing good. I'm talking like fucking behind the back kind of hits. Like he's doing front flips and like pop, right the ball in there. And, you know, we're playing like shit, and he kind of looks at us, and he goes, "You know I'm hustling you, right?" And I was like, how? We're playing like shit. Like hustling means like you look bad and then the next game, you know, you pop off. But like he was not hustling us. He destroyed us. Like we looked dumb. It made me want to cry.
Um. Anyways, so we go back and our food's finally there because it took them 3 fucking hours to make our food. So we played pool in the meantime.
We're about 8 pool games in. Not gonna lie.
And so we sit down, we eat our food. You know, it was like a 4 out of 10. And
no, dude, decent 2 out of 6.
Okay, and so the lady comes up, our waitress. She was a really nice lady. She was trying her hardest.
She was a crackhead.
Okay, she was trying her hardest. You know, she has to make money so she can feed her addiction. And my dad, they're like paying the tab, and as she walks away, my dad's like, "Yeah, go do some more crack," and she fucking heard him
and started crying.
And she went to the kitchen and started bawling her eyes out. And you could like, you know, like there's a door and then there's a little window in
like
the
a
door.
Peephole.
And like we were walking past and you could see her like on the ground crying her eyes out because my dad told her to go do more crack, which he probably, no offense, was gonna end up go doing.
And Jackson did the best thing he could do in that situation. He looked his dad dead in the eyes and he goes and smacks him straight in the nuts.
I actually did. I remember that. I smacked him right in the dick.
And he was crying. I was like, go do some more crack, Jimmy.
Anyways. Long story short, we go back later and we apologize to the lady for him because we'll get into the whole story of my dad later. But we apologize for him, and my dad's a good man. I'm just going to throw that out there. My dad's a good man. He just sometimes, he tells people to go do crack when that's probably what they were going to do. And
I mean, his assumption wasn't wrong. I understand where he's coming from.
She had, like, holes in her arm, like, from needles. Anyways, we go back to the hotel room. I'm playing on the trap phone. They're downstairs gambling. I'm playing Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. If y'all know what that is.
Y'all don't know nothing about that.
Y'all don't know nothing. Anyways, I'm playing that, and then they come up. I hide the phone, and we go to bed. We wake up at 3 in the morning, and they're not there. And we're like, well, they're probably dead. The crack whore probably ended up seeking vengeance. And turns out they were gambling because Kathy texted Nick. And we go back to bed. And the next day, this day was a great day. Do you know what I'm getting into?
Talking about the boat?
The boat.
The boat.
The fucking boat. So
we rented a boat.
Someone who will not be named for legal purposes obtained us alcohol. And
I don't really drink a lot. I'm kind of a lightweight. I'm not gonna lie. It was a bitch drink. What was it? Bud Light.
It was like margarita, like strawberry-ta. It was a variety pack of like strawberry-ta, blueberry-ta.
I think I became gay when I started drinking them.
And he was like, he drank one, and he was like half of one. He's like, "Is it bad that I'm already feeling it?" I said, "Nah, Nick, it's fine." And I never told you this, but that's kind of a pussy move.
Because I don't like alcohol. Okay, I focus on the great in life. Folgers breakfast blend. Fucking
optimal shower pressure.
Yeah, sometimes I like to spice it up and like, I don't know, maybe go to Starbucks. You know, fuck Starbucks. Okay, McDonald's has better mocha frappes.
We can talk about that in a minute. But you're right. And so we go back to the hotel room to get more little sip of the potion, and Nick, I'm like, Nick, do you want some? He says, yeah, sure. Just pour me a little bit, because they had those, like, shitty coffee cups they get in hotel rooms.
They weren't shitty. Okay. It wasn't a coffee cup. It was a plastic cup.
It was actually styrofoam.
Lean, double cup.
Okay. And he's like, yeah, just pour me a little bit. So I'm like, okay. And I fucking just dump the whole bottle into the cup. And he ends up not drinking it, and I have to finish it for him. And we get on the boat. It's about time to get on the boat. And I'm wasted. I'm like 8 or 9 in, and Nick's like 2 in, and he's just feeling good. And so we get an inner tube on the boat, and Kathy is going like 800 knots per hour. If there was a speed limit on the lake we were on, she was like well above it.
And I hate like, okay, I like pools, you know. Some of you knows about me. I used to swim like a lot. You know, I used to shave my legs and all that stuff. But I hate pools, or not pools, sorry, bodies of water that aren't filtered. They're nasty. They smell weird. Like,
also, you have motion sickness, so the boat rocking didn't help.
And it's murky.
Anyways, we get on the inner tube, and
oh yeah, we have an inner tube. It's like connected to the boat.
Kathy is going like, again, 90 knots per minute, and we're like on the inner tube, and we're fucking flying. And I look over at Nick as we're on the inner tube, and then I look away for a second just to like just like bask in the like glory of the sea, not the sea, the lake, and like the sun setting. And then I turn around and look at him, and he's just fucking gone. And I turn around, and he's like at least 50 feet back.
I think I'm dead at this point.
He's fucking dead. And so Kathy turns around, we get him, and we're on the boat, and me being under the influence, I'm like, Nick, do you think I can do a backflip off of this?
And on this point, I'm still on the inner tube. Like, I'm back. I climb back upon the inner tube.
He's back.
It smells really weird.
I'm like, Nick, do you think I can do a backflip? And he's like, no. What?
I wanted to say yes, but me, as a good friend, as a good babysitter, I was like, you know, maybe you can. I'm not going to judge you.
He fucking encouraged me to do a backflip off the inner tube.
I was like, no, and I was like, maybe.
And for some reason, my brain thought that since we were going so fast, that me jumping, the force would push my feet forward and make me do the backflip faster, so I could actually do it. Because I can't do a backflip normally, not even on a trampoline. And I do the backflip flawlessly. I'm lying. I land on the back of my head, like where the spine meets the skull, in like the water going 80 miles an hour, 80 knots an hour, and they're just gone. Kathy doesn't notice. They're fucking gone.
I'm like screaming. I'm like, Kathy, please stop the boat.
And my pants, my swimming shorts come off in the middle of this, and
I was looking.
Yeah, don't you don't have to hide it. You were looking. You wanted to see what the competition was,
we're a team.
And I just sort of like didn't care, so I just sort of lay on my back and start floating.
I saw his penis.
My penis was just hanging out, and it was really cold in the water, so I wasn't impressing anyone. And all the boats passing could see me, and they're like laughing so hard because my little pee-pee. And I finally get my pants back on, and this is the last inner tube trip that we're going to talk about. The other ones were just like normal inner tube trips. But last inner tube trip, Kathy drives us into, there's like shore, shallow water, deep water. She drives us into like the shallow water, and it's just fucking gravel.
It's like
it's gravel and rocks. The inner tube's bigger than like the water, so it couldn't hold it. She was just dragging it across the sea floor, and we're like eating dirt, just mouthfuls of gravel and rocks. And then we finally fall off, and we get back on, and she like, it goes like rope, and then like a little U-turn on the rope, and then the inner tube, so like we were like a hook almost, and she just slams on the gas, and it like whips us around, and I see Nick like flying across.
I think I'm in the water. I'm underwater. I have like vertigo. I start swimming down, thinking I'm going up.
Okay, and I I fall off of it, and I like frisbee in the air.
You're like,
And I start skipping like the water, like it's some, like I'm skipping stones.
he looks like the Flash. Like,
I got launched off so bad. I think I still have whiplash from that.
your neck does look weird today.
Stop. And basically, we get back to the hotel, and I go to take a shit, and I set my trap phone on the counter. My dad just walks in while I'm taking a shit, and he looks directly at the phone, and he goes, "Nice." And then he just walks away. Like nothing happened. I said, okay, cool.
Honestly, I'm gonna go a little off topic here.
That was Arkansas.
If you poop and you use toilet paper, fucking catch up. Like, you're behind.
That's bottom energy.
It's bottom energy, okay? Me, Nick Bader, uses flushable wipes. And I got this idea from a great man who once went to Munford High School. He just graduated. Riley Banfield. James Riley Banfield has taught me the ways of using toilet wipes instead of toilet paper. Because, alright, you know, we've all been in that situation. You're about to shit your pants. You're at school. Like, you gotta do it, dude. Like, you're praying to God that you walk in there and there's no one else in there. And you run up to Coach Stan. You're like, Coach Stan, can you sign my agenda? And he's like, go. You may go to bathroom. Don't take long.
Where's Coach Stan from?
Yugoslav?
Serbia?
Serbia.
He's from Serbia, so he
To
sounds a little
Serbia.
funny.
Anyways, you know, you go to the bathroom and you sit down, you do your business, and you wipe. But the school toilet paper is the worst thing I've ever felt in my life. I'd rather
Fucking one ply.
I'd rather
bottom
use
energy, sandpaper.
a paper bag from lunch, like a brown paper bag, than use the school toilet paper. Sometimes actually I bring my own bathroom wipes, and you know, like my friend will be like, "Yo, I got shit, dude." And I'm like, "I got you, bro. Put this in your pocket." Okay, I give him one wipe. By the time his hair's all fucking dried out, but it's still better than the school toilet paper.
Because they like fucking wear those things. It's like 7 layers.
I know, and you're just so clean afterwards. You're like, I'm a new person.
My ass is feeling great.
So if I can be the influence for you to go out and just like try it. You know, if you don't like it and you want to be a bottom for the rest of your life, that's fine. You know, do what you gotta do. But toilet wipes are a lot better than toilet paper. You know, like babies approve of toilet wipes. If you don't fuck with toilet wipes, that means you don't fuck with babies. Babies are pretty cool.
I fuck with babies.
Exactly. So go out, go to Dollar General, because, you know, that's all y'all have out here. Go to fucking Dollar General, pick you up some baby wipes. I think they're like $3. Get the flushable ones so you don't have shit wipes piling up in that nasty bathroom trash can you use and you never clean. Has like fucking earwax in there and shit. Ugh.
And they like write on the walls with their shit. It's so gross.
Duh, nigga.
I saw this one like when I was taking a shit because I shit a lot. I'm lactose intolerant, so I shit like 4 times a day. So I have to go at school. By the way, a little tip: you do 1 strip of toilet paper on each side, and then it's called a landing strip. You put it in the toilet to catch your dookie,
so it doesn't go in your butt.
so it doesn't splash. A little tip for y'all. But I was looking at the door, and it said, "Here I sit and hesitate. Should I shit or masturbate?"
And actually, I live by those words a lot. Like, every day I wake up in the morning, I'm like, all right, what do I do today? You know, the school bathrooms are disgusting because, like, okay, so one time, you know, I was doing the aforementioned pooping. Everyone's got to do it. Let's be honest. You know, some girls, Reagan Alvey, you're not safe out there.
I ain't gonna call someone out on our first episode.
Okay, fine. I'll call someone else out, too. Autumn Bone, you're not safe out there. Everyone has to poop, okay? Let's not make it a weird thing to talk about.
You females out there talking like y'all don't take shits.
Okay.
And like they don't stink.
Yeah.
Like they smell like roses.
Dude, maybe they do.
No, I was referencing an Outkast song.
Sorry, Miss Jackson.
Not that song. Anyways, continue with your story.
So, you know, I was using the bathroom, and I just, like, oh, dude, it's crazy. It's the bathroom by the like by Coach Yunt's room. What's that hallway called? I don't know. By Coach Yunt's room, and I'm using the bathroom. I look over here, and I smell the stupid smell, and I'm like, dude, is someone really graffitiing the fucking stall next to me? I was like, bro, let me use the bathroom, like, for real. So I look over, and, like, the guy steps out, and I look at his shoes, fucking New Balances, and I finish, and I flush the toilet, I look out, and it's that poor old man that cleans our bathrooms. And I'm like, what were you doing in there? Apparently, it's like something to clean the bathroom. I don't know. It smells really bad. It gave me a headache. I think I was actually high
From the aerosol.
from the aerosol. Yeah, dude. I'm serious. But it wasn't a good time. I had a headache. I came back to Miss Kelly's class. I'm like loopy. Jackson's like, hey, man, are you good? No.
He sits his head down.
I'm crying.
He's crying, but he's also like swaying back and forth. He thinks he's sitting still, but he's like swaying back and forth because he's high off these fucking aerosols.
And they're bad, dude. Like, no wonder it fucks up our ozone layer. Okay, because it be hitting different, y'all. You know, everyone's like, I like smoking weed. Like, are you cool? Like, yeah.
I've never heard someone say, I like smoking weed. Are you cool?
You ever met JR?
Never mind. Never mind. No, that's more like, I like smoking salvia. Are you cool?
But, like, oh, shit. Like I said, that be hitting different. That and the sanitizer water at work. All right, you be washing the dishes at Dairy Queen Millington. Yo, that sanitizer smoke, it catch you, bro. You're done. You're done. But another thing about work does suck. I got promoted to fan captain. And that's pretty much like if the manager's busy and they don't want to deal with people who are complaining, guess who has to deal with them?
Fan captain.
Fan captain.
I used to work at Dairy Queen, by the way, with Nick.
With me. I took him under my wing and then he got mono. But that's another story. I digress.
I'll tell that story after this one.
So, I'm doing my little fan captain thing. I'm walking around. I'm like, hey, like, how is your food? Like, is it good? Like, are y'all enjoying it? And they're always like, yeah, okay, it's Dairy Queen. Like, it's the best y'all can do, I guess.
It's like a 2 out of 6.
Yeah, it's a literal like 1 out of 3. Like,
oh, we're changing the scale again.
No, I'm just reducing fractions.
Oh, okay.
Anyways, yeah. So, I deal with a lot of stuff. People complaining about like their fries not being hot, or like just like what white ladies complain about. So, I do my thing. Like, oh, my fries aren't hot. I give them fresh fries and they're large because I'm a nice man. Like, my food's taking too long. Okay, I'll give you a chocolate sundae. Like, it's, like, appealing to a child. But, I'm sitting there, I'm taking someone's order, which I don't do a lot, actually. But this dad and his kid walks in, and I'm like, oh, that's, like, a heartwarming thing to see. And the dad's like, go on, Jacob. Tell him what you want. I'm looking at Jacob. Dude, young, little, alright? 4th grade. Easy 4th grade. He goes, yeah, I'd like a regular fry side with a small kiwi strawberry misty slush. At this point, my eyes are wide, dude. I'm like, yo, I didn't even know. And I don't even think he was putting on a voice. Oh, my God. You know the part in SpongeBob where he gets controlled by Plankton and he's like, shut up, you maggot, or whatever he says? Where his voice gets really deep. You ever seen the episode where he like crashes into Squidward's like house and he just breaks the wall and he's like, be quiet, or some shit like that. But anyways, he just had a deep voice and it was funny. And I take his order and I bring it out to him and I'm like, here you go, Jacob. And he's like, thank you so much. I will not forget this. What are you gonna do?
He's gonna repay you.
He's gonna like come back and he's like, Nicholas, any milkshake you want, I will pay. And I'm like, alright, Jacob, like, that's cool.
You're like in trouble, like with like a gang or something.
Dude, Jacob
and
comes
you're in a dark alleyway.
Fucking Jacob comes as Batman.
He like flies, he like jumps out of a window.
Dude does like a flip and he lands and he's like, Nicholas, I'm here to save you.
He's like, this is my debt I owe you.
For the large fry instead of regular fry you gave me in a medium misty slush that I ordered a small.
and he says all of that.
Yeah, while doing front flips and killing people.
He has like the hidden blade from Assassin's Creed, but on his boot, and he like jumps up and like kicks a dude in the face with it.
Oh, like that one girl from Logan. Have you seen that movie?
Oh yeah.
What's her name? X-23 or something? She's a replacement for Wolverine.
Yeah.
Just so y'all know.
Anyways, back to Dairy Queen. So I used to work at Dairy Queen, and
I used a favor. So we have a GM there. And her name is Shayna, and she's really nice, but she's like, Shayna's one of those people. She's very introverted. Like, if you got a favor from Shayna, like, you're straight. Like, you can get anything you want. And I had 3 favors, and I was like, like, I'm gonna use one. Like, Shayna, can I use one of my favors to get my friend hired? And she was like, yeah, most likely. I was like, okay, cool. Continue.
So I get hired, and I'm a pretty decent worker, I would say, right?
No, a lot more competent than anyone else.
Okay, so I'm a little above average. I wouldn't say I'm like a gold standard 5-star like restaurant worker for working for fucking Dairy Queen, but I'm pretty decent. And so first day, people from the other store comes in because our store is so shitty, and they start telling us what to do. And this lady like walks up and she's like, I make a chicken bacon ranch. I'm like, no, it's my first day here. I don't even know how to I still have to look at the little picture on how to make a burger. I don't know what goes on a fucking burger, okay? And she's like, oh, what are you gonna learn today, baby? And I was like...
And that woman was scary.
I said, don't call me baby.
I made a joke about her purse being fake, and she almost beat my ass.
Anyways, that's just a little tidbit. And
yeah.
So, a couple months pass. I bust my ass. I work hard.
Not even a couple months. More like 2 weeks pass.
No, it was more like a couple months. I was there for a good couple months. I'm busting my ass. We close, or they close at 10, right?
10. We're there till maybe 10:10 because we're good at closing.
We close 10:10 out of there. Too easy. You mop real quick. You deck brush real quick. Clean everything up. Put everything in the fridge in the back. Real easy. And I get diagnosed with mono and strep because I'm a sick boy.
Oh, I've never been sick before.
Oh, fuck you.
Did you watch Forrest Gump?
No, I didn't watch Forrest Gump.
And that's why you were fucking sick for 3 weeks.
And so I'm sick for a while because it takes a good 3 or 4 weeks to get working, able to work again from mono before you're not contagious. And my coworkers, I'm not gonna name them, but start fucking going off on me because I'm sick. I'm they're like, you could be at work right now, helping us out. And I was like, I can't. I'm in my bed because I'm dying of mono. And so eventually I get back. It's been a while. Everybody hates me except for Nick because he's the only one who really understands that I was fucking sick. And I put in my 2 weeks because I was like, I'm going to quit because my parents didn't like me working there, and they were basically making me quit. Right? If I was still working there, I could probably be a fan captain. However, I had to quit. And so I put my 2 weeks in, and this is Wednesday, and by that Saturday, I had so much shit to do for the next week, and stuff I had planned. So I was like, I'm just going to call and tell them I'm not coming back in. It's just a job, and I'm never going to see them again. They'll be okay with it. I call up there, and she's like, Dairy Queen. I'm like, can I speak to Shayna? And she says, sure. And I say, hey, Shayna, I'm quitting for good. I'm sorry that my 2 weeks wasn't, I wasn't able to fulfill my 2 weeks. I'm just going to go ahead and not come in. I'll work the rest of this week out. I'll come in today, but I'm not coming in next week because next week was my last week. And she was like, there's a better way of doing this, right? I said, I'm sure there is, but it's not really my problem anymore. And she's like, you had plenty of hours next week. I said, okay, well, bye. And she says, fine, bye. And so to this day, I still haven't gone to that Dairy Queen. I'm not scared to because they're not going to do anything to my food because I didn't do anything to the workers. But I'm scared that Shayna is going to come up to me and be like, snatch my soul out of my shirt.
You don't disrespect her like that. She's a sweet woman.
She's a sweet, scary woman.
She's very scary, but She's a big impact on my life, dude. She's like my mom. She says she's coming to my graduation.
For real?
Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna wear a shirt that says "Proud Mom." It's gonna be great.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, but working at Dairy Queen has a big impact on my life. You know, I make money. It's fine. It's okay, and I don't mind.
He just looked at a meme on his
I'm sorry.
phone.
I just looked at a meme and it says 99% of PC gamers look like this person, and it's Lester from GTA 5.
Okay.
Anyways, y'all mess with the Puff Cheetos or like the crunchy nasty Cheetos?
Oh, Puff Cheetos all the way.
You know, the crunchy nasty ones are disgusting, and I want to know. Like, you guys just let me know. And you know, I'll come up with the results next podcast. But Puff Cheetos, or you want the crunchy Cheetos? And there's like different types of Cheetos. You know, you got the Puff Hot ones. Like, I'm just talking about regular cheese Cheetos, because I don't know any human being that likes the crunchy ones because they're disgusting.
They're god awful.
I'd rather eat spit. Spit's disgusting, dude. Just think about it. It's like someone else's like saliva, and that's just insane because like saliva's nasty.
But like when you make out with your girlfriend, you're
That's different though, because like if you drink, just like drinking it like
a
willingly,
tall glass of
not even
spit.
like a tall glass, like a shot glass of spit, is still nasty.
God, I could do that for a bet. I would do that. How much money would you do that for? Like a shot glass?
Yo, odds are you drink my spit right now.
50.
1, 2, 3, 49.
Oh my God, no!
I'm just kidding. I won't make you do that.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, but you're in debt now.
Okay, I owe you a solid, because if you
Just
didn't hear, we both said fucking 49.
Yeah, I was thinking, I was like, dude, if he picks 100, I'm gonna say 99. And if he picks 50, I'm pick 49.
As I was thinking 49, I was like, he's gonna say 49, but I just sort of went with it.
Honestly, you know, this podcast is very open. If you would like to be on it, just let me know. Let me and Jackson know. We'll talk about it. But it'd be very funny. You know, it's a good time. But I really appreciate you guys coming to click on this and watching 53 minutes of this.
Yeah, no one's watching this whole video, so...
you know, you can just put it on the background.
Yeah.
Like, you know, if you're going a little night, like...
Little long car ride, you know?
You want me to sing you a lullaby? Here, I got you.
Don't do that.
Twinkle, twinkle...
No, let me sing the lullaby.
Okay. Oh, twinkle, twinkle. Anyways, thank you so much for tuning in. This is just the first episode, but next episode should be better because we'll be in Texas.
Yeah, and also we'll probably be used to talking to a computer.
Yeah, it's actually kind of really awkward. I was really nervous.
Yeah, it's really fucking weird. If you ever want to try this, good luck to you, because this is weird.
And our biggest inspiration is Mr. Evan Plays. A great man. Go check out his channel.
Great man.
We'll link him in the description. I think it's just Mr. Evan Plays.
No, it's like FaZe Fakey or something.
Did he change it?
Yeah, he has a new channel, but he's good. He has good content.
Does he have a new channel?
Yes.
He does?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know.
Anyways, we'll let him know. He's a great guy. I love his YouTube videos. But thank you so much for tuning in, and we're trying to get these out maybe by like a bi-monthly, maybe 2 a month if we're lucky. But, you know, don't hold us to it. We'll get as much out. Maybe we'll do 5 in a month. I don't know.
Yeah, because he's got a job. That's really the
Jackson
only thing
has
on this bag.
government funding.
Yeah, I have government funding, so
we both have girlfriends.
So we have busy schedules, but we'll try and get some out.
We'll let you guys know. You know, we're going to make an Instagram page, and it's going to be funny. We're going to post some ha-has.
Yeah.
But, if you need anything, let us know. Thank you so much for tuning in, and this is the end of our first variety hour.
First podcast.
First podcast.
Feels good. First of many, not the last.
First of 6.
First. There's only 6.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna name them all about the Star Wars trilogy. So this is what's the first one called? This is the Phantom Menace.
This is the shower pressure menace.
Yes, the shower pressure menace. Anyways, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye.